Hello, hello, hello. I'm not expecting anyone to be around this sort of time of day, so I'm probably going to end up just talking to myself. But hey, Sherry, good morning. I wasn't expecting anybody to be around this time of day. I just thought I would just come on and blabber shit. I don't know what I'm talking about even right now. How are you, girl? It's cool, Matt. I just literally went and had a little look through YouTube, and like I can't get away from the damn drama. Like every channel is like drama, 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 drama. It's insane. Like I can't even. When did we turn into just drama mongers? Doing well, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad. I don't know, like when this happened. Like I thought, like 12 months ago was bad, and 18 months ago was bad. It seems like we've gone to a whole new high of like nastiness, you know? And I can't even say that one is right and one is wrong at this point. Like I'd like to say, well, so and so's right and so's wrong, or so and so's wrong and so's right. But at this point, I honestly just think that it's six of one and half a dozen of the other. I don't I don't even know where anyone can go from there. And each time I look, and I will admit, like I don't look very often, but each time I look, it's getting worse. Like it's getting worse, and the things that like people are saying is just so mean. I just think like people need to remember that we don't know what's going on like behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on with people, and it's just sad. I try to avoid the chat drama. I leave the chats, oh, excuse me, when they try to start talking badly about people. It's just getting worse, Sherry. Like, I don't know where it's going to end. It's not going to end until somebody does something stupid and puts a permanent end to a temporary problem. And that scares me. Because how far people are going, like one will go a little bit lower, then the next one will go even more lower, then even more lower. It's shocking. Just ignore them. If you don't like their channel, just don't watch them. Like, it is that simple. Just don't watch them. Just block them so you don't see any of their comments in other people's chats. No, all this like just going after one another just seems too much, and I'm just so not into it. Like, I don't get me wrong, I've had been part of the drama, and I'm not gonna say that I haven't, because I really have. And I've done some shitty things to people. Again, I'm not going to pretend that I'm Mother Freaking Teresa, because I'm really, really not. But at what point do we say to ourselves, enough is enough? Does that make sense? Like, at what point? Like, I've been on YouTube, what now? 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. At what point do we say enough is enough? It doesn't seem to be ending. Like, the Steve McGray stuff is still going on. It's like, dude, you would have a good fucking channel if you just kept your fucking mouth shut. Like, get off that Katie train. Like, it's gone on for too long. Like, it really has gone on for too long at this point. You would have such a successful channel if you did your sciencey shit. And, it's just like, my God, get off that train. I can't believe, like, 2 years later, we're still on that subject. And then you've got Uni on the friggin' bloody Matt Bayer and Flossie and all of that train. It's like, oh my God, when is this train ever going to end? It's like a knot. It's like a circle. It's like a merry-go-round that don't stop, so you can't get off. And if you get off, you're going to fall on your face. My goodness. I leave quietly. I don't blame you. I honestly do not blame you. I know there's so much going on. It's just ridiculous. And I don't know the full details. I'm not going to pretend like I do. because like you, I don't stay in there. I can't. I was been trying to watch this one live now, right, that I really want to watch, but it's so grinding. I've been trying to watch it now for, I don't know, but 4 weeks. And every time I go in there and I have like 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm done. You're hitting my head already. I can't. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, it's just too much. Surely though, right? And I'm just blabbering now, so you have to excuse me. When I was doing the whole I hate Katie Joy, I'm just gonna come on and like rat on her like to no end. I would get like people in my chat. It was fun, it was this, it was that, but it took a toll on you. It really does take that toll on you. And then at a certain point, when does it end? Because I couldn't carry on doing that. It was so exhausting being that puppet and just doing things for other people. I don't understand all the fighting. I try hard not to say anything negative. It's that old saying, isn't it? And I'm sure your parents said the same to you as they did to me. If you've got nothing nice to say, shut your frigging mouth, like, you know. And we all forget that as adults. And you know, I said this the other day to somebody, I can't remember who it was now. But if our children were behaving like this in school, or somebody was behaving like this to our children, we would absolutely flip the fuck out. We would go so doolally crazy. And yet, as grown ass women, and most of us are, you know, over 40, there is a lot of it. Let's say 35, okay? A lot of us are over 35, and yet we're behaving like frigging teenagers. It's insane. Like craziness. I can't. I try and understand it all. I do, and I try and understand people's perspectives. Like I do. I try really hard. Like I went into I can't believe these adults being so mean to each other. Exactly. I went into what was her name? Amanda's prayer jar or something like that the other morning. She was live, so I went in there and literally she came at me sideways, and I'm like, dude, I don't hate anybody. I'm not coming at you sideways. I've not said anything about you. I don't hate you. I don't know you. Like, I've not done anything. But if you can show me something that you were mad about, I'll happily apologize. I've not said anything. And then she was okay afterwards and it was fine. And I love one of her mods. I think, what was her name? I can't remember her name now. But one of her mods was so sweet. Oh my God, she's lucky to have her as a mod. I can't remember her name. I was like, girl, I don't do anything. I haven't even been on for the longest friggin' time. Like, I haven't said anything. It was crazy. And I'm not going to do this back and forth either. So I went there and was like, girl, I've not said anything about you or to you or anything. I don't know you to like you or dislike you. And if I got something to say, I'm going to come and say it to you. I'm not going to go all around the houses, and I don't play games. I'm too old for these games now, like, you know. I do think we're all behaving. I'm going to include myself in that, even though I'm not in the drama and haven't been in the drama for a very long time. I was, so I'm not above it. I'm not saying that I'm, you know, perfect in any shape or form, because I'm really not. Like, you know, I'm 100% can be wrapped up in drama, and it's so easy to get wrapped up in it. Like I understand. It really is. You tend to talking to people who you think are your friends, or you know, are your friends, and before you know it, you're like scheming to take someone down, or you're doing something to upset somebody, and you don't see it as being so nasty until the aftermath of it. And then you sit back and you think, oh my God, that was such a mean girl thing to do. And I've done it. So, you know, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm beyond this, because I'm most definitely not. It's easy to get carried away, 100%. Especially when you're talking to friends or you're talking to other people. It's so easy to get carried away and be that mean girl. And I'm definitely not, above any of that. I'm really not. I'm not saying, oh my God, they're all pathetic, and I'm not. I'm 100% including myself in this. Thankfully, I've been very lucky that I haven't got caught up in anything, and I'm grateful for that because I really haven't got the headspace for it. But I'm definitely not above it. I think we all know that I think I was one of the worst. I was definitely, if I would go low and not even think twice. So I definitely don't want to think, or anyone to think I'm talking mean about them and putting myself on this huge high horse, because that's just not the case at all. I just wish that everyone could move on, like, talk about it. We all have flaws, and I work on myself every day. Amen to that. I tried really hard this last, 6 months. I got caught up with the whole, Adria and Maria and all that palaver, and Jen, and I admit that I definitely got caught up in it, and I know other people got caught up in it as well. But things seems to have changed on the YouTube. I'm doing quotations, the YouTube streets over the last few months, and I am so freaking glad that I'm not intermingling or interacting with anything like that. I stick with my few girlfriends that I've got, and I don't really go out, and I stay in my lane. Do you know what I mean? I stay in my lane. I don't want to fight with anybody. I don't want to bitch about anybody. I try and be understanding. I'm trying to, say, like, I've done it. I've been there. I've done it. I think the Ilia Moon was a thing, that sort of shows everybody as well. I criticized like TT so badly for what she said about the Ilia Moon stuff with her son, and all the time she was right. Do you know what I mean? She had every right to criticize and question, and I completely went and took it to a whole nother level. Does that make sense? You've done so much better. That's great. It's best to stay in your own lane, 100%. And I'm okay with that as well. Do I get, lots of views from doing that? Nope. That's just not, you don't get views from just staying in Switzerland. But I'm okay with that. You get the views and everything else just by getting involved in the drama. But oh my God, for the sake of extra money, I'd rather not. The money is doesn't mean anything if you're having a mental breakdown. But I do actually think sort of the IG lot coming to YouTube changed the dynamics of YouTube, and I don't think that's anyone's fault. As in like, oh well, it's her fault for coming, or it's her fault for coming. I don't think that at all. But I do think it's changed the whole dynamics of how we behave on YouTube. There used to be rules, and I remember I said Uni's state, and that's all I said was his state that he lived in. And I didn't even say that right, but I said his state nevertheless. And that was the worst thing. Now people are putting out their addresses and real names, and I'm like, oh my God, I got battered for putting his state out. That's great that you have that attitude. Money isn't worth the stress or conflict. Absolutely not. What's the point in having money if you're having a mental breakdown? Do you know what I mean? It's just not worth it to me. It really is not worth it to me. And those extra views or the super chats comes at a price. And it does. Sadly, it does. You have to put yourself in the drama. You have to give yourself crap, and it's not worth it. That money is so not worth it. It's just sad. It's just sad. I just think if everyone like chilled out and just concentrates on the new things, I think that's what bugs me the most. That's the only negative I got to say about people, is that they do like to drag up old shit. Like if you're criticizing someone, criticize something they've done new. if you're going back 2 years, it's repetitive. It's like, give it up already. Do you know what I mean? Like, enough's enough. You've brought this up for the last 2 years. You haven't let it go. It's time to let it go. If you want to criticize somebody, criticize them for something that they've done new, not something that they did a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago. Like, if they're still doing the same stuff, you'll have enough to criticize them for. That's kind of my logic anyway. I just don't know. I wish I knew fully what was going on, but like you, I don't stay. I think, oh my God, I should stay in the chats and find out. And then I give myself like 5 minutes and I'm like, nope, I can't do it. It's too much. It's just a lot. And it's gotta be like really draining on these people. Like, it has. It's gotta be draining. I can't imagine any of them going to bed and just like rest in their head and not a million things going through their head. Because I know when I was involved in drama, I'd lay in bed and it would take me so long to settle because my brain would be working overtime. It would be like, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? The older I get, the more I realize I need the positivity. Amen to that. Jesus Christ. And it's just the calm, I think, as well, Sherry. Do you know what I mean? Like, the older you get, you need that calm around you. And I think you get to a point in life when you're just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Unless you're doing something really, really bad directly to me or mine, I really don't care. Like, I really don't. I don't give a shit. And I think you can be like, you can fall out with somebody, and I'm a prime example of this. You can fall out with somebody and it just gets so nasty, and there's absolutely no reason for it to get as nasty as it does. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need. And I'm a prime example of this. I've done it myself. So again, I'm not like belittling or downing anybody. I'm 100% to blame for this too. But if you've met someone on YouTube and they're like, you've known them for like a month and then you keep having fights with them, is that really a friendship or is that just toxic? And sometimes these people take it, like, I would be super upset. There's like maybe, I know, like a handful of people that I class as friends. And it's more than a handful, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to use that as an example. There's more of a handful I can think just off the top of my head that I think are friends, and I've talked to for a long time. I can have communications with them. I would be upset about that. But if I had a friendship with somebody that I kept fighting every other month, that wouldn't be a friendship I want. Like, my friends bring me up. My friends, don't drag me when I'm down. They want to encourage me and build me up. It does have to be draining. I can't imagine living that way. It really is. Like, I'm not joking. I would lay in bed at night and it would take me hours, wouldn't it, to go to sleep, because my brain would be like working overtime, where now I lay down, I put my phone off, I'm gone within like half hour. No, I'm done. My brain's shut down, I'm gone, I'm sleeping it, I'm done. But when I was doing the whole drama, it would take me hours and hours and hours to settle down, because my brain would be going, oh my God, what am I going to wake up to in the morning? Who's going to be saying this? Who's going to be doing this? Who's going to be doing that? And it's freaking draining. Hi, shits and giggles. I taught myself just to not engage anymore. I just walk away and ignore this after I had been stalked online. Oh, wow. That's not fun. But it's true. It is 100% true. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think a lot of them do it as a LARPing thing. Like, I used to think Yuri did it for LARPing. And I think people have learned from him how to do it. Like, I do.
No, it was around before then.
Like, I think, no, but I mean, this community have learned from him how to do it. They've learned that if he's involved in the drama and if you talk shit about somebody, then all of a sudden it's like not that bad. Like, you'll have all this thing, it's, and all these people coming in. You'll have views and you'll have super chats and you'll have this and you'll have that, because people like watching train wrecks. They do. They like watching train wrecks. They don't want to sit here and listen to me babbling shit for an hour and not be nasty to anybody, not talk about anybody. We really don't know the people on the internet. That's true. I think there's just a couple that I think that I know very well and I talk to on the phone. I message them all the time and we know each other's families. We know, we don't talk about this, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? We don't talk about this drama going on. We talk about real life. Like, we talk about what we're doing, if we're on a diet, if we're not on a diet. We talk literally just before I come live, I was saying that I wanted to try shakes and doing all this. Hey, Ria, welcome. And that's what we talk about. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing to do with the drama that's going on in the community. And I like that. I like that we don't have to talk about any bullshit. Hi, everyone. And outside the chat, Carl, for example, he's just gone into the kitchen. He'll say, bonjour, Ria. It's just too much. There's just no need. Like, just walk away. Just walk away. Wipe your hands clean. You don't need these people if they're that badly in you and affecting your life that badly. And I learned that the hard way. I thought people was genuinely my friend and genuinely loved me. Hi, Shay. Genuinely cared about my day-to-day life, and it's just not true. They didn't. I cared about them. And I think a lot as well is, I know that I'm guilty of this 100%, but I would listen to what other people would say, and then I would make a judgment because my friends didn't like them, or because my friend had an issue with them, I would have an issue with them. And in real life, we don't do that. We talk to everybody until they do something to you, or something really bad to your friend. Like, if they try to hurt your friend intentionally, then obviously we're gonna have an issue, but in reality, we wouldn't just go up to somebody and start berating them in the middle of the street like we do online. My first time catching you live, dear. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, we don't do drama here though, so I hope you won't be bored, but we just end up talking crap here. We just end up talking out all our crap. I hope you like it here. I appreciate you coming and trying. Definitely welcome. We're just talking about we just wish the drama would end, because everywhere I go right now is just somebody's fighting someone, and I'm just like, at what point does it end? At what point do we say, oh my God, I've gone too low? The crap talkers. Yeah, it's okay. I like different topics. Good. I'm glad. We normally just talk about everything here. Just literally just whatever comes to my silly little brain, which is not much, I must admit. I don't know. It's a lot. Same happened to me. I have PTSD from an ex, and he hacked my phone, destroyed my identity, and it was a nightmare. And someone here on SM kept stalking me. It was awful. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Guys, that's bad. And it does happen. I was literally, I know a lot of you know already, but we have a lot of Facebook groups. They're mainly we've got our lost group for people who's had miscarriages, stillbirths, late miscarriages. We have a group for that, and we got a trying to conceive group and that kind of stuff. And I was just saying to them, you've got to stop giving out so much identifying stuff of yourself, because it's not good. You know what I mean? You don't know what's around the corner, and I was explaining some of the things on YouTube that happens, and I was like, you really gotta watch what information you give out, you really do. Like, very few people know my address. I know it was put out, but like in reality, very few people got it. And that's enough for me. I think we forget when we start talking to people, we try and get to know them. So we do a little bit of, oh my God, so nice to meet you. And you're trying to bond over things. And sometimes we give a little bit too much information out. And I definitely have learned, and I definitely don't do that now. But I 100% did it for the longest time. I kind of wish I had like come under a different identity, not my own name. And when I first started Morning Linz, I allowed people to come onto my Facebook, my real Facebook, and I was a bit dumb and naive. I gotta admit, I was very naive in the whole YouTube platform, and I should have sort of held back a little bit. You never know what is going on in someone else's life. You can have differences and opinions and still have respect. 100%. That is 100%. Hi, Cece. Welcome. I just read your community post. I'm so sorry to hear about your dog. Thank you, Cece. It's heartbreaking. I can't even. I'm just, I can't. Like yesterday, we still was like, oh, we'll take Fuck Munch out in a minute. And it's like, oh my God, he's not here anymore. I can't. It was awful. The night before he was put to sleep was just awful. I can't. I'm okay, Linz. Thanks, love. Ria. CC, hello, my dear. You haven't had to say that for a while, Ria, in here. Hey, Hoot, welcome. Hope everyone is well. We missed you, CC. So sorry about your papa. I miss my little fur baby. Shay is horrific. Like, oh. The night before was just, he must have threw up maybe 3 pints of blood. It was just horrific. And our COVID at the moment is just insane here. So they've shut the vets early. There was no emergency vets in Pembrokeshire. We had to, if we were going to, we'd have to do like 80 miles down the road, which we couldn't do. And it was just like, oh my God, come on, early morning, for God's sake. As soon as the vets opened, I was on the phone to them, like, please, I need your help. And they were like, fine, just come straight away. Like, we know that you live, because I live quite far away from our vets. And we just literally got in the car and we were gone. We just wanted him to be okay. Like, we just really did. But we knew that it wasn't going to be that way. We knew that it was the end. He was 14 and he was a spoilt boy. He was a very, very spoilt boy. My baby was a spoilt little brat. Like, Shay, you're new here, so you wouldn't know, but he had his own bedroom. He had his own Alexa, his bed, his cage, and he had a sofa in there so that he had options of where to sleep. He was one very, very spoiled boy. And just trying to keep the memories of the good things, like the good things. They are, Sherry, 100%. They really are. And I was saying to somebody, I think it was Lindsay actually, I was saying, he's been through every IVF treatment with me. He's been through every miscarriage I've had. He's been every surgery I've had. He's been there, and it's just so strange not having him here now. It's just weird. He's just, every time I had surgeries, he would lay on the bed with me. Every time I'd had miscarriages, he would come up and cutch me. And he really wasn't a cutchy dog. So if you know my dog, he wasn't that kind of way. He had options. He did have options. You gave him a full life. Thank you, Cece. My princess was very spoiled too. Shay is hard not to, right? It's like people laugh at me for how we did it. Like they would say, guys, like he's a dog. I'm like, no, he's not. He's my baby. Okay. We'd literally say, go and find mummy or go and find daddy. It's so bad. I know. I can't. It's one of those things. He's Kutch equals loving. Kutch equals hug. And it's spelled like this. Let me show you. Kutch equals it's Kutch. It just means hugs. It's just a Welsh word that means hugs. It was I literally got, after I've had my last miscarriage, which was in 2018, I have a picture of I'm just laying on the bed and you can see that I'm pale, I'm drained, and Jack was just literally clutched into me. It was the cutest picture. It was a really nice picture. Still not thinking about getting a new puppy yet. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I would be. I thought I would be like, I want a new dog, but I'm really not. Just at the moment, all I'm worried about is finding the damn money to pay for the crematorium. I can't believe how much it is to sort it out. Like I can't. Like how are they able to charge so much for a tiny little dog? No, it's fine, Cece. We're not talking about anything in particular, babe. We are not talking about anything in particular. Yeah, I did try and change. I just went back. I tried changing my channel to so many different names. Nothing worked. Nothing felt right. I think I'm always going to be sipping tea. And I just went back to it. I always think like, oh, I want to change it. I want something new. I want a new start. And I always end up just going, nothing works for me. I end up just being sipping tea. No, thank you. There was so much, nothing worked. That's why I went back to like sipping tea. Oh, I know when our dog passed away, it cost us over 500 to have her created. It's sad how much it cost. CC, what I think I should have prepared myself because I wasn't prepared. And how much it costs is scaring me because I'm like, how the am I going to find that money? Like, how? We're only just sort of recovering from being on lockdown with COVID and having no work. And we managed to get by. We did get by. I'm not saying we didn't, but it was a huge struggle for us to get by. And now I got to try and find that money. And it's just like, I can't. I don't even know how. I honestly don't even know how. I've gotten a new fur baby yet, and it's been 4 years. Yeah, like I honestly thought I would be. I thought I would, Shay. I honestly did. I thought I would be, I want a new one. I want a new baby. I want a new baby, but I'm not. I'm just not there. I'm really, really not. I'm not prepared. My Daisy is 15. I think you can't. No. Do you know what, Cece? I thought the same, and I was like, surely they do. But apparently somebody else told me the same as well because I asked them and somebody else was telling me the same because their puppy died not long ago. And she lives in England, I live in Wales, and they're not doing it here right now. They're not doing the payment plans right now because I think they're struggling with business as well because of obviously everyone's struggling, no matter what industry you're in. And they're not doing it right now, which I found absolutely bizarre. I was like, surely by now, you know what I mean? But apparently not. But I don't know. It's so much money. I'm shocked. I was like, oh my God. And I think I just got used to like my mum not being here. Like I know everyone's going to say like, "Oh my God, Joe, that was like 3 years ago," but I literally just got used to my mum not being here. Now I've got to get used to my dog not being here, and like just waking up and taking him out for his morning walks and taking him out for his night walks and stuff. It's just weird. Just trying to get used to our new normal. Take Jack and put him in the garden. We haven't got a big enough garden. We thought about that, but we haven't got a big enough garden. And you'd need to go really deep here because we have a lot of wild animals. I'm in the middle of the countryside. So we have foxes all the time around here. So our garden is so tiny. I'll take a picture and show you guys. That we got a tiny little bit of greenery, which is probably not even a foot long. So it's a lot. You have to be careful on the internet. You really do, Hoot. You really, really do. And it just because you're not friends anymore, you don't have to go down that avenue. You know what I mean? But I will admit though it is an extra £34 because of me. So I am going to admit that it could have been £35 cheaper, but they do his like paw prints and took a picture of him with his paw prints, and I wanted that. So it's kind of more because of me. I'm not going to lie. But £34 in the grand scheme of things, is not that much. What about a trail they used to walk him? I'm not even sure whether you're allowed to do that, Cece. I'd have to ask around here. I'm not sure you're allowed to because of like the wild animals and stuff, but I'm not sure. We do have a walkway that we would walk up all the time. Like it's a track walk, trail kind of thing. But I'm not sure. That'd be something that I could definitely ask about though, for sure. That is something. But ideally, if I can, I want him cremated. I really do. I want him here. Carl wants going to make a box for him. We're going to have some climbing plants in there just because he was a little shit that would try and like jump the fence and stuff. So that's our ideal right now. And I'm hoping I've got some of the money together. So I'm just hoping that maybe they'll give me like a week or something just to try and get more together. Does that make sense? Because that's my ideal. I know I'm sounding like a little brat here. I get it. I know I'm sounding like a brat, but that's my ideal. That's what I want. I want him home and I want him cremated. I want him home here and I want to put his ashes in a flower bed. But I do understand that sounds really like I'm being a brat. I would think it not be allowed, but you can ask. That's what I would think too, Ria, because it's walkways, It was 3 a.m. where my ex put Blaze in the centre of our old apartment complex, that's where my baby is. Oh, I don't live there no more. Oh no, you can't do that here, Lynn. You'll get fined a lot of money if they find out. And Jack's chipped, so they would find out. If they found out, they would fine you. I got fined £175 for dropping a cigarette on the floor, so that's like $300 for dropping a cigarette. Imagine beat the fine for burying a dog and unlawful. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to think about it. I completely understand. I'm looking at my princess in her box. I'm glad you understand. Yeah, I know that I'm probably sound like an absolute like brat saying no. I want him cremated. I want him home, and I get it. I do, but that's just what I want. I want him home. You're not a brat. I feel it's comforting to have his ashes of my old dog with me. Exactly that. It is exactly that, and it is. It's just that. I know. I just want him home. I just want him home, and we're going to do a flower bed and do some climbing plants by the fence. And I've got it all in my head now. Do you know what I mean? And I really don't think I would be allowed to bury him up the walkway. They're so strict around here. We also bought my daughter a necklace that holds ashes. Oh, I've got something like that. with my mum's, not a necklace, it's a little tiny urn. It's so cute. Joe, you don't, because you swear almost stuffed Blaze, but everyone told me it was crazy. Yeah, exactly. I'll show you. Is it up there? Nope, it's not there. It's gonna be in here. It's gonna be up here. Let me just. Yeah. Oh. It's just things, things that keep you calm. And I still got some of my mum's ashes. You're gonna have to excuse the mess. I look a state because I've been crying, so I apologize. That's my mum. I got some of my mum's ashes in there, and it's got, I don't know if you can see it. It's like little hearts around it. It's not one. No, you can't really see it. Oh, sorry, I look a mess because I've been crying and upset because of my dog. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. We could get one of those. Can you put that back up by mum? Emma's in the living room. Oh. It's by her other ashes. Yeah. I also have a big garden and literally have a pet cemetery and have oh, that's cute. See, if I had a big garden, I would do it because I just feel happy with him being here. But like our garden is just so bloody small. Like it's tiny. Like we really have just got like a foot of greenery. That's it. It's so small. But I live in a tiny bungalow, so it's hardly surprising. People do it all the time now, don't they? They do stuff like what's it called? What's it called when they do that? What's it called, Linz? Taxidermy, am I right? Is that what it's called? I can't remember whether that's what it's called or something like that, isn't it? People do that. Losing our fur babies is so hard. It is, Sherry. It really is. Thanks, Ria. It is really cute. She's got a big one, obviously, in the living room, but it's like a little one. Taxidermy. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember the word. And a lot of people do that. Rich people do that all the time. Like, they really do. Like, wealthy people tend to have their animals taxidermied. It does cost a lot of money, though. It does cost a lot of money. Like Carl's parents, when we went to see them and see their friends and stuff like that, a lot of them have got like taxidermy around the house. It's very expensive. And they were all like well-off people. Norman Bates used to do it for fun. Oh, crap. I didn't know that. You'd have to have it done properly, though, would you? Because, like, I can't imagine you'd be able to do it at home or anything like that. Surely you'd have to be, like, qualified to do it. I tagged that, Mum. That's so cute. Hello. Hey, Mum. That's so cute. And you use the U instead of the O. Well done. Because we say mammy with M-A-M or mam or mum, M-U-M here. I used to go between, like my mum would call her mum mam, and I used to go between. I'd sometimes call her mammy or mama, and hey Shahid, and I would go between the two. My daughter used to call her grad. That's what my daughter says, grad. And then Carl's grandma is grandma. And then her mum's mum is nanny, nan. My niece calls my mum nan nan. If she sees a picture, she says, Nan Nan, Nan Nan. Like, yes, baby, Nan Nan. Nobody told her to do it, but she does. She just does it. I swear I was going to keep Blaze in a closet. Not everyone had to know. He just looked like he was sleeping. Brett was like, you're crazy. Yeah. I think you'd have to do it properly though, because like they could, I'm sure it'd be the same as a human, wouldn't it? And decompose, don't you think? I don't know though. I'm not. I wouldn't have a clue, but I'm just guessing. Or you'd think anyway that they'd have to they would decompose. My grandma was mom and pop. I like that. I like the Mimi as well. That's very Texan way, isn't it, Mimi? I like that as well. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty like the Mimi. I've been bugging my daughter that she's got to give me grandbabies. Like, it's enough time now. Come on, shift your butt. I need a grandbaby. Like, I'm going to lose my mind. She needs to hurry up. She said before she's 30, so I got 2 years. She best hurry her butt up. I need a baby. My grandparents are Mima, I can't say that. Peppa, oh, Peppa. I can't say that. Sorry. Mimi. Oh, French. Okay, so I'm probably saying it wrong. I'll Google how to say it later so I can say it right next time. Yeah, she did get hard. I don't know. That's why Brett's not saying 5 more said 5 more minutes. I don't know. I don't know either, but you'd imagine that they would decompose. I don't know. I'm Nina to my grands. Oh, that's a nice one. Have a great day, Hoot. Hope you're feeling better. You kill me. I can't say shit in words. You know what I'm like. I'm crap at saying words. My daughter bets I have a baby. She needs to get out of an abusive alcoholic relationship. Oh God, I hope she gets out of that. No, my daughter got out of a relationship, and I was so freaking grateful. Like, oh, it was awful. He was more like mental though. It was more like he was unhinged, so he would like put that onto her, and I hated it. But as a parent, you kind of got to sit there and go like back up a little bit and just let them make their mistakes and just be there to pick them up. But what is super hard, Cece, I feel for you when they're in an abusive relationship and you just like, oh, I can't even. But I get it. Like it would just be awful. I can't even imagine. You'd want to go there and just like tear them apart, wouldn't you? But you can't do that in reality. Like, you can't just do that and go there and be like, I'm going to like beat the holy crap out of you kind of thing. I wish we could sometimes, but just like we had to fall to make us who we are as adults, you have to let your kids fall as well, which sucks. But I'm really grateful that she's, super strong. She's a very, very strong girl. She's got 2 sets of parents that absolutely adore her. And, she's got great friends. She's got a great job. She's got an amazing bloody education. And I'm so thankful for that because it's just been because of how she is and how strong she is. She's got my temperament, which is great. But she's also been brought up so great by her parents, which is just amazing. It's difficult to watch, but she is 23 years old, and I think she can fix him. No, she's not going to be able to. I've been there, Cece. I was 16 when I got with James, and I think I was 18 when I broke up with him, and he was alcoholic. And he was the most sweetest guy when he was sober. But when he was drunk, he would beat the crap out of me. So it's super hard to get out of it. And you always think, oh, it'll never happen again. He's so sweet afterwards. And I feel you. But she's not going to change him. She's not. And it's sad, but she's not. You never gonna, Lindsay's right. You're never gonna be able to fix these people. And sadly, we can try as much as we want, but we think we can. I think it's like the female in us wants to always fix it and make it better and make people okay. We can't do it. Like, sadly, we just can't do it. We cannot fix things that are just so broken that is beyond our realms. And alcohol and stuff like that is beyond our realms. We cannot fix people. We really can't. We can try, you know. And I know that your daughter's probably like so friggin' sweet and just wants to do the best and be the best, but she also has to have that bit of selfishness in her to be like, that's your problem, not mine. And she's still so young. Like, don't waste your life, girl. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it. Don't waste your life. I regret staying because he didn't change. He's still exactly the same now. Like, he's gone to prison for doing things from his alcohol abuse. It's crazy. He lost his job for going to work drunk. Oh my God. And lying to his parents to tell her she is the only one that can fix him. Oh my God. No. No, ma'am. I don't think so. You cannot fix them. You can't. Nobody can fix any of us unless we're ready to be fixed. And you can't. You cannot do that. You can't try and fix those lovers. 20 years of my life gone and I'm alone. Exactly that. Listen to Lindsay. It is exactly that. I was lucky I didn't waste too much of my time. And I'm not going to criticize him so hard because he helped me get through the adoption and stuff like that. But he is not changed. He's still exactly who he was when we were kids. And I say to him, like, I speak to him still now, and I'll say to him, you know, why? Why do you feel like, why can't you just settle down and stop drinking? You're way better than a person, and you are nicer. You'll have so much of a healthier life. You know, you've lost your kid, your wife, you've lost everything, yet your answer to this is picking up a bottle of booze, you know? And at which point is enough enough? Because his wife has passed away from alcohol and drug abuse. His child has been taken away from him because of security reasons for that child and safety reasons for that child. And neither of those kicked you up the arse. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's insane. It is a lot. And I do feel for your daughter. I really do. Been there, done it. There is no fixing. It's really sad. It's a sad, sad thing. We all, as women, we want to always fix them. We want to always make things better. We want everything to move forward. But she's wasting the best years of her life. She really is. She's wasting those years of her life. That she could be doing so much more, like, you know, going on girls' vacations and going out with the girls, or going out and having meals, and it's a lot. Like, I am so grateful for the life that I've lived before I got sick. Like, because we'd have fancy dress parties practically every other weekend. We would have going out, we'd go on vacation, we'd do this, we'd do that. We went to Africa. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm so grateful that I had all those experiences. And if I had stayed in that abusive relationship, I wouldn't have had those. Lindsay, I would love that but she stopped going to therapy. Oh, she stopped going to therapy because the therapist told her she needs to let it go and she won't listen to anyone. My goodness. My ex was emotionally abusive and passive. I was isolated. We divorced over 40 years ago and still stalks me. Oh my God. That's why we moved to another country and I feel safe here. Wow, that's scary. I'm so sorry, guys. Sometimes we have to do tough love and let the person hit the bottom and let them support and give them support their recovery. Exactly that. Exactly that. Like I know with James, he was when he was sober, he was the nicest guy you could ever meet. And that's why I still talk to him because he was so nice. But it's just some people, and just like Cece said then, and Sherry and Shay, you have to let them go to rock bottom, and while you're holding them up, they're not going to hit that bottom. She leave him once, and he tried to commit suicide, so she's scared now. That's awful. I hate that. I hate that. Like, no. Oops. Let's press a button. Can we still hear me? Yeah, that's fine. I hate that. That's emotional blackmail, and that's vile and disgusting. I don't like that, Cece. That's so sad. That breaks my heart for that little kid. I know she's 23. She's a kid to me. She's 23. Like, dude, enjoy your life before you get old like me and then not got a life. God dang it. Yeah, me too, Sherry. I'm glad that you found that safe place and you feel safe. That's the most important, is you feel safe. Okay, admission, I'm kind of doing it again right now with another guy. I feel like my lap and see something else in him that no one sees. Yeah, you have to be careful. Especially as they don't see it. I think, they don't see that they're being a-holes. They don't see that they have that addiction. They don't see any of these things. They don't. They think that we're like the weird ones. Why are we behaving like that? Why are we doing that? And it's not like that. It really, and you just have to be so careful. I always swore after James I would never get into a relationship like that. And if someone even raised their hand to me, I would never, ever tolerate that ever again. And I stuck to my word. I would never, like, ever be in that relationship again because it was just too much for me. Emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. I lost all my friends. I was isolated, as in, like, he wouldn't want me to go and see my mum or go and see my brother or anything like that. And I remember the day I left him, he didn't even hit me. The day I left, he never laid a hand on me. But I had just got to my limits. I had just got to my limits. And I was like, enough, 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 enough. And I got up, I walked, no crying. I just got up and left. I got to my brother's. I dropped on my knees and I was just crying in my brother's lap. And I told him everything. I told my brother absolutely everything because I'd been hiding it for so long, like. And my brother went down there. And when he got there, he'd had a fire in my living room. And I had only the clothes I was standing in. I didn't have a clean pair of underwear. I didn't have a clean pair of socks. I had nothing. I had what I stood in. He'd had like this massive fire in the middle of the freaking living room. Exactly, Joe. He tells my daughter that if she's crazy and calls her names, and he doesn't think he has a problem. Wow. Hey, my Patty. I love you. We're just talking about being in an abusive relationships and abusive friendships and stuff like that, Patty. You right, babe? Babe? What is he doing? Babe? I have no idea where my husband's. Oh, there he is. Okay, I can see him. Oh, he's cutting stuff down. Okay, I can see it. Never mind. I sees him. Yes, Joey Hyde. I had no substance. Me either. Sorry, I didn't either. I hid it from. There was a few people that knew, but they didn't know the full extent. They knew very little that I had to tell them because they kept seeing the bruises. And he learned very, very quick not to touch my face or like my lower part of my arms and stuff like that. So, you know, I just think you just need to be just careful, Lynn. You've been in that sort of toxic relationship, you know? Cece, if she's anything like you, she will never be alone. Like she's got you, she's got family and friends, and she will build up so quickly. I it probably maybe a year after I built up. It's still obviously scarring emotionally and real life. Like, you know, I still got scars from him, but it builds you as a person and you learn from that, and hopefully she'll never get into that kind of relationship again. I almost flew him here. We went fast and now I slowed it down. Yeah. Yeah. It's still it's I don't I can't imagine as a parent. I can obviously I've done it as the person near the end, but as a parent watching that go down would just be horrific. And my mum still hated James till the day she died. She would still say, I hate him so much. I hate him. I hate him. It's an awful situation for you and her. It really is. Joe and Patty know who he is. I do, yeah. It is. It's just an awful situation to watch as well, you know? Especially for you as a mother, Cece. Like I know it firsthand, but I've never have to watch my kid go through it. I'm not sure how I would react to that. I'm not gonna lie. But I agree with everyone, and you do need to be careful just because it's just too much. I think it's harder for the parents watching the child. Yeah, Sharia, that's what I just, it's hard. I'm not sure how I would react. We all know that I'm, hey, allegedly. Oh, hang on. I missed allegedly. Hi, Joe and chat much, but I'm listening, working, and waiting for results. Oh my God, please no. Allegedly, we love you. Please be fine. I hope you just got a cold. I know that's awful to say, isn't it? I hope you just got a cold. But we love you allegedly. We're here for you. I was going to message you the other day allegedly, but I didn't. I was upset and I was going to message you and whine to you, but I didn't think you'd need me to do that because you've been so like stressed out lately. So I didn't. I was going to, and I was like, no, I don't want to put my frigging badness onto her. So I didn't bother. I was just like, I was like, just going to go and whine to allegedly for a little while. And I was like, no, I don't need to put my dampener on everybody else. So I didn't. It was just too much. I was just when Jackal was put to sleep and stuff, I was going to just talk to allegedly, but I didn't want to dampen her day, especially as I know she would probably be working and didn't want to like make her have a dampener day as well. It is very stressful and difficult to watch, especially when she deserves a better life. Exactly. And just keep being there for her, Cece. Don't let him take you away. Does that make sense? Like, don't let them take you away. The fast test was positive again. Oh my God. No. I'm sorry, allegedly. I hope you get better soon, babe. We're sorry. We're sending you lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of healing thoughts and prayers. So, Joe, you probably covered this, but how are you? I don't know, if I'm honest. If I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. I'm I'm trying to get used to the new normal. I just got used to losing mum, and now again used to losing my baby. And I was just saying just earlier on, like, Patty, for me, like, Jack was there through everything, for every surgery, through every miscarriage, through just everything. So it's super hard for me at the moment to sort of get my head around that my baby's not here anymore. But I'll get there. Just going to take a little bit of time, that's all. Like, yeah, definitely we need lots of prayers for allegedly. Just keep praying, you guys. There's so much. Sometimes the tests are right. Yeah, they are. I've heard that as well, that sometimes. I hope they are for you, allegedly. You're the sweetest person. Like, that's just so much. Have you got symptoms, allegedly? What symptoms have you got? It's okay, Joe, to talk about him. You can talk to him, but you can talk about him. I know you still talk about Blaze, and it's been 8 years. Yeah. I'm just suffering with my asthma at the moment because every time I think about him, I'm just like crying. And I'm not a crier. I very rarely cry. But and every time I'm crying, I'm sort of affecting my chest, and my asthma has been so frigging bad lately that I'm trying to sort of trying to hold it back, I suppose. I'm hoping that for you, allegedly. We're going to keep praying for you and hope that you feel better soon. There's nothing where have you got like symptoms, allegedly? Do you feel sick or poorly, or do you just sort of feel drained? I've heard a lot of people just saying who have been positive that they just feel drained. They haven't got any other symptoms, just that like they feel lethargic. They feel like tired and lethargic and just like, oh. Will you find out today as well, allegedly? Sorry, I'm asking you a bunch of questions. Sorry, I'm bombarding you with questions. I'm telling you, we're a hotspot now. Our tiny little Pembrokeshire is a damn hotspot. It's crazy. I'm going to stick Lindsay in a convent, I swear, right? Stick her in a convent. Or we'll stick you. Is there such a thing in a Jewish convent? I'm not sure if there's such a thing, is there? Is there such a thing? Or am I being dumb? I could be being dumb, to be fair. I don't know. I could be being stupid. Is there such a thing? Because a convent is Catholic, isn't it? Am I right? Oh my God, I feel like I'm being really dumb now. I probably am being really dumb, but I don't care. I like you, Lindsay. Shahid, you're always so nice to Lindsay. Synagogues, but you don't live there. That's like the church, isn't it? Bleh. Synagogue is like the church for Jewish faith. Am I correct? Right. We'll just make her turn Catholic just so that she can go in a convent. Like, you're not Jewish anymore. You're now a Catholic. No, Shahid, she's talking about being the first Jewish in a Catholic convent. Exactly, she can be the first. Keep it out of bloody trouble. Keep her out of trouble. I bet she knows. Sorry. Way too much info that you didn't need because you can't even see me that I'm itching my nose. But I'm sharing anyways. Allegedly must have got a phone call or something. I hope she's okay. My goodness. I'm telling you, man, COVID's just gone so rampant here. Like, it's seriously, we're not doing any surgeries. I rang again and sent an email again about my gallbladder. And they said basically you'll be waiting for the long time because they are not doing any scheduled surgeries for the foreseeable future. All they're doing is life or death surgeries. Isn't that crazy? That's like, holy moly. I cannot believe it. It is free. I'm in. I'm already packing, right? I think it is, actually. I think it is. Although I just remember that Joe is afraid of nuns. That might not work. I am afraid of nuns. Deathly afraid of nuns. I will literally run the other way. I'll run into a store rather than see a nun. You are correct. I am deathly afraid. It's so silly. Don't get me started on nuns. It's crazy how I'm so afraid of them. If I see a nun, I will literally run the other way. And my daughter's exactly the same. I think it is. You have to go up early and be quiet. Oh, that's Lindsay out. Being quiet and Lindsay, no, that don't go hand in hand. That's a no go. That's not gonna work. Can you imagine? She'd always have you to tell him something. She'd be like, "No, you can't be quiet. I got something to tell you." Oh my goodness. I can't. They will spank me with the ruler. I think it's a paddle more than a ruler nowadays. They're like them wooden paddle things. I don't know what they're called. I'd rather I'm using the right words. It's like a yeah, I think it is called a paddle, like a wooden thing. You'd never be able to shush. Are you crazy? It's just not gonna happen. I should check on the sausages. That's not gonna happen at all. Hey. Mm. Yeah, they're looking good though. Oh, loads of Jewish nun. Can you imagine? I wonder what that would look like, a Jewish nun. A Jewish nun. Yeah. I wonder if it would be different, like clothing or different, like, yeah, but there's no such thing.
Well, no, because Jew is
It's got the synagogue, but they haven't got anywhere that you live, Lindsay just said. My sixth grade teacher had a cane and used to use it. We were just talking about this a couple of nights ago. In our science rooms, there was like the science room and then like a little tiny room and then another science room. And if you were bad, you'd get locked in the middle room. And I got put in there for farting because I farted really bad and it was really smelly. And everybody was like, oh my God, that's so disgusting, and put me in the middle room. A little bit too much information there, but you know. I think I was like 12 or 13, got put in there for farting. And I went home, and my mum was like, what? I was like, yeah, I got put in there for farting. How bad is that? Like, oh my God, Joe, stop. It's true. It's so bad. I did. I got locked in there for farting. Gotta love it. Literally. I was like, you just trying to get rid of me for the smell, or are you just trying to just get rid of me? Because literally, I've already done it now. It's already stinking your room out. So disgusting. I was a child and thought it was funny though. I don't know why, like when you're a kid, like farting is funny. My nephews literally, we used to call it pump. Like if they farted, it was like pumping. And I remember when my nephew got, I was about 14 or something, 13, 14, he was like, Auntie Jojo, can I stop saying pump now? It's embarrassing. I was like, yes, mate, you can stop saying pumping now. Do you bad girl? It was bad. It was so gross. It was funny because Joe was like, I don't want to say pumping. I still got my chemistry lab, but it was an experiment gone wrong. Oh God, I can imagine. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? Oh my God. I never thought farting was funny. Toot, I would say, I think. We used to say pumping. We'd pump. We'd pump. It was funny. And then he got to like, I think it was like 13, 14. He was like, Auntie Jojo, can I stop saying it now? It's really embarrassing. I was like, sure, mate. You don't have to say it anymore. I literally wouldn't think you would be saying it anymore, but sure. Because I just like farting is just such an icky word. So we used to just try and use different words. We called it tooting too. Tootins in London. We say tooting, you know, when somebody like hogs their horn, like in the car horn, we call that tooting. Like, so when somebody, they'll be like, oh, I'll toot when I'm outside. We call that tooting here. We would call that pumping. If you farted, you pumped. Because when they were little, they'd be like, I pumped. I'm like, okay, thank you for the information. I appreciate it. My goodness. I don't do that. I don't ask all my exes. I just don't. Toot toot. That's literally what we call car horns here. Because like if somebody's outside and they're like tooting their freaking horn, and we'll be like, tootings in London, stop bloody tooting. So just different areas with different words, I guess, isn't it? I watched a video the other day and they were talking about oh, what do you guys call it? We call it candy floss. What do you got? Like the fluffy stuff that gets out of a machine. What do you guys call it? Cotton candy. And I was like, yours is such a better way of saying it. We call it candy floss. You guys call it cotton candy. It was so bizarre. I was like, okay, fair enough. Such a weird way. Little boys think farting is the funniest thing in the world. Oh, my nephews used to. They'd say it right on a bus. That's why we changed to pumping. Because they would be like, I farted on the bus. Like, oh my God. Okay, thank you for the information. No, it's cotton candy there. We call it candy floss here. It is American. Because we were watching all those ones that they things they can do with those. They make like flowers and stuff. Beans, beans, music, fruit. The more you tweet, the more you toot, right? Beans, beans, Heinz. Yes, definitely, Sherry. That's a definite UK thing, that is. Beans means Heinz. The more you eat, the more you toot. Yeah. Candy floss. What? Yeah, that's what we call cotton candy, candy floss. I was watching a video of it. I think it was earlier or yesterday, maybe. No, I think it was actually earlier. They were making some amazing things with this freaking candy floss. I was like, oh my God, how are you making that? We just used to have like it plopped on a freaking stick when I was a kid. And now they're doing all these different colors, they're doing all these different shapes. And I was like, oh my goodness. We never had that when I was a kid. It was always just, here's a stick of candy floss, eat it before it goes rank. And then my mum would be like, any of that gets in your hair, I'm going to lose my shit. And I'm like, okay. Because like candy floss just turns to sugar. You're my favorite, Rhea. Shade, what? You turned on me already. Rhea is cute. She's my little Riri. She is the little Riri. We're having sausage sandwiches today because we can't be asked to cook. Is that bad? We literally like to just screw it. I love cotton candy, my favorite. I used to like it when I was a kid. I haven't had it for freaking donkey's years. There's actually a chemical reaction in the intestine fluid that causes beans to make you gassy. Yeah, I love beans. I eat beans a lot. I like beans and chips with fried egg. We call it dippy egg that you can dip your chips into. We make large French fries, like with potato, like real potatoes, and we'll chop them up and put them in a deep fat fryer. We love our chips in the UK. I have not have to cook. That's true. I love cooking. Well, I got my sissy coming down on Friday, so we're gonna make some like bolognese. But I think Friday we'll probably just have it. I used to call it dippy egg. I love dippy egg. Dippy egg, chips, and beans are my favorite. That's how my mum got me out of my eating disorder. I love beans and fried potatoes and cornbread. I've never tried cornbread, but I like the fried potatoes. We have that too. My mum, when I was with my eating disorder, my mum used to use bread and butter and put everything that she would put on a plate, but make me a sandwich of it. So I always used to have fried egg, dippy egg, chips and beans in a sandwich because I'd always think I'm not eating as much as my brothers and sisters. But that's how I actually come out of my eating disorder and didn't have to go into hospital again. Yay for Sissy. I know, I can't wait. I'm so excited. She's coming down Friday and it's going to be so much fun. And then we got Halloween on Sunday, which I'm freaking over the moon. I'm hoping that's going to get me out of my little funk that I'm in. Cornbread, you will be obsessed. I've never even tried it. What is cornbread? Is it just bread? Or is it something else that's just called bread? I've never tried it. We're going to do a curry for like over the weekend. We'll probably do that for Sunday, or a bolognese or something like that, like spaghetti bolognese. Just something easy that we can literally just, eat when all the trick-or-treaters have gone and stuff like that. But it's pretty cute. I can't believe how fast October went. I know. I said that, Ria. Like, I'm not even kidding. I said that literally yesterday. I can't believe we're nearly at the end we're on the last week, basically, of Halloween. October of Halloween. Of October. How quick has that gone? How crazy. And it's like my birthday in 20 days? Something like that. It's, Patty's birthday in like, week and a half, something like that, 2 weeks. Cornbread is delicious with butter and a little honey made from cornmeal. I'm gonna have to try it because I've never tried it. It's kind of sweet. Bread is obsessed. I definitely have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna do some different things when Sissy's down, so I might try and sort of cook some different things while she's down because I think it'll be fun to try some different things with Sissy. And like Sissy's a few years older than me. Sissy's like 10 years older than me. So let's see what family recipes she's got that we can steal. I know somebody, it's one of our owners in the groups. She likes making Yorkshire puddings. Steve McRae plant. What? What? I missed that one. You know, Ria, I was a bit skeptical of you for a while because someone told me that you were Steve McRae plant, and I feel so bad that I ever believed that. Oh my God, no way. That's funny. God, Ria, you're such a like Steve McRae lover. I've been cleaning up my whole apartment. The new owners are coming to look in my home, all the units, clean my whole apartment. You do it for 5 minutes, they can up the rent. I have to move. Oh my God, I hate moving. That's my like nightmare, that is. Moving is my utter just no. I hate moving. My sister-in-law likes moving. She genuinely likes moving. She hasn't moved for a while, but we call her. Yes, please. Can I have an energy drink, please? I'll have an iced one. Thank you so much. Yeah, she literally loves moving. We literally call her a gypsy because she's more gypsy than anybody I've ever met. Since I met you, I've moved 3 times. I hate it. I hate moving. It's my nightmare. It's genuinely my like go to sleep nightmare. I can't. I hate moving. It costs too much. It's too much stress. And no, up the rent to $1,200. That's crazy. It's so stressful and just so costly as well because like now this place is our home. You know, we've done the decorating, we've laid new flooring, we got new rugs. You know, everything's now pretty much, it's not fully done, but everything's pretty much how we want it. And the thought of having to redo somewhere else is just a living nightmare for me. I'm not gonna lie. I hope allegedly is okay. Can we pray for Joanna as well? Because Joanna hasn't been feeling very well and she's having tests and stuff. So when you're praying for allegedly, can we just pray for Joanna as well? Thank you, baby. Just she hasn't been very well either.
Good thoughts for everyone.
Yeah, good thoughts, good prayers for everybody, and because I don't want to moving is hard or moving out. I hate it, but moving is fun. No, it's not. It's really not. Florida is so expensive. California is expensive as well. I just find the States very expensive, but I think it's because I'm used to here. Like when I listen to my friends and they're saying things, and I'm like, holy moly, that's expensive. Hey, CJ, how are you? Long time no see. Yeah, the States is so expensive to live in. I feel like especially like for surgeries and stuff like that. That is like, oh my God. Like, oh, I couldn't afford to live in your areas, I'm telling you. I hope you're well, CJ. Thank you for the praise for allegedly and Joanna, guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna cry if I have to move, right? Oh my goodness. Poor Joanna, she has a lot of health problems. She's been so poorly, lover. She's had this bloody headache that she hasn't been able to shift. I'm gonna speak to her on Thursday on the phone, so hopefully she'll feel better by then. I'm doing great. Hope all is well. We're doing good. We're doing good. Getting there slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Taking one day at a time. That's all we can really do is take one day at a time, right? One day at a time, as they say. We all suck, right? Patty says, hi, CJ. Long time no see. Nice to see you. You were missed, CJ. I'm glad that you're okay, though. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm going to move out to Vegas. I'm out. No, you're not. Vegas is not the place for you. I'd love to go to Vegas. That's on my bucket list, but I need to win the lottery first. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I'm sat here like struggling to pay for my dog's freaking cremation. I'd need like a whole freaking, oh my God, no. I'd need like a, what's it called? To win like the Euro Millions. That's what I need. The Euro Millions to go to Vegas. Doing laundry is my peaceful place. I like doing laundry. I used to like ironing, but I just don't iron anymore. I know it's bad. I like hang things up straight from the dryer so I don't have to iron. So I'm pretty lazy. I'm like, no, I don't want to iron. My auntie loves ironing and she'll stand there for hours and hours and hours ironing. She does other people's ironing as well. She's like crazy. But I don't even iron anymore. I literally hang things straight from the dryer because then you don't have to iron because I'm lazy. And I don't buy anything that needs ironing. So anything that's like pleated, nope. I don't think I even got an iron anymore. I did have one, but I don't think I've got one anymore. Hey, Selfie Queen, how are you, my girl? I hate clothes on my clothesline. It overlooks the lake and cows, and it's so peaceful. Oh, you're lucky. I enjoy ironing. It's therapeutic. My auntie will sit for hours and hours. If you're not doing it tomorrow, I'll have my laundry mate in. I've just done all mine, thank God. All mine's done. I go to my bed in. Probably do that. No, I won't do it tomorrow. I'm babysitting tomorrow. Probably do it Thursday whilst I'm talking to Joe. It does sound peaceful, doesn't it? Doesn't that sound peaceful? CJ's laundry room overlooks like a little lake with and a field with like cows and stuff. So she likes doing the laundry because it's just like chill. Yeah, you need big windows. I like clothing lines because I like the smell on how they come in, but anything else. Love you, Joe, and I'm so very sorry about your pop, Mama. Can I share the link on my IG? Of course you can. Please, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. It's just a new normal to get used to, and I love you. Thank you. And I appreciate all of your kind words. You've all been so sweet and like so supportive, and like you all know how much my puppy meant to me, like you know. Yeah, just go, Jack, go. Wind is strong today. I just popped in the face my kids' clothes.
Black bags are for.
Yeah. I gotta go through my clothes, guys, because there's some clothes that, like, if I stop eating and pray to Jesus, that my fat ass is never going to get in again. So I really, 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 really need to go through them and like give them to a sister or something. But I just having that like oomph to get it done. Like my wardrobe, I gotta go through. Like I really gotta go through my wardrobe.
She might,
I just need to go through and things that I'm never going to wear again. And never mind how much I pray to Jesus, my fat ass is not going to get into them. It's not it. Joe, I sent you a poem by your email account. It's beautiful. Oh, thank you. I'll look as soon as I get out of here. Patsy, I love you ladies. And Joe is so supportive of everyone. She deserves the same. Thank you, Cindy. I love you. You are really the sweetest. I have to get rid of a lot of my clothes. Lots 3 pant sizes in August from COVID. Oh God. Are you feeling all right now though, CJ? I've put on weight and I just know like I'm never going to get into some of these clothes ever again. Like just no. I could starve myself and like pray to Jesus and my fat ass and my fat boobs are still not going to get into that. There's just no way. There's just no way. Yeah, I can still barely eat, so I drink a lot of V8 and ensure. Oh my goodness, CJ, that's awful. Yeah, COVID has been nasty. Like, it took me after I had COVID, well,
But it's
over a
something-
year ago, it took me a long time to recover, but I'm still getting like little bits of it. Like my lung still hurts. I know that sounds so dumb, but like my back up by my lung area still aches. That's exactly mine turned into the same. I didn't have the Delta though. Mine was way early on. I didn't have the Delta variant, but it ended up, and that's why I think my lung still hurts, is because of that. I can't say it. Pneumonia. Am I saying it right? Pneumonia. Just look after yourself, CJ. Lots of vitamins, girl. Like lots and lots of vitamins.
One of the topics,
Yeah, but vitamins is the way forward. Like I'm a big
Okay,
believer. I'm a huge believer in vitamins. I think sometimes the vitamins is the way forward. Sometimes the vitamins make you feel better than the pills and meds you can get from the doctor. Yeah.
One of the
My B12s is like, I have the B12 injection, which I haven't had for a little bit because of the COVID and stuff. Obviously, I don't really want to go to the doctors unless it's a 100% emergency. But my B12, holy moly, is amazing. I had walking pneumonia and I was on an incubator, so I know how bad they can be. Oh my God, Cindy, that's awful. Mine wasn't that bad.
Well, it should have been.
It was pretty bad, but
You were only lucky because they caught it early.
they did catch it early.
Your
My lung
oxygen-
was, well, yeah, my oxygen levels were super low. My lung was like 90% infected or something, they said.
Would they-
Or inflamed or something. I can't remember the word now. Still can't taste or smell. The kids and I were all sick in August, but I'm a smoker and think that's why I got, yeah, that's
Sorry.
what it was, I bet. Oh, CJ, man, that's bad. My mum used to as well, because my mum only had one lung. So every time she had like a cold, it would go into pneumonia. We still get incredibly fatigued sometimes, but we are fine.
Well,
COVID is not like
You're
it's
alive.
yeah, it's coming back to, and it's like CJ then had the Delta variant, which is leaving like a lot of marks on people, you
To be
know.
fair, all of the variants are
It's
leaving
so
marks,
bad.
and then it's called long COVID.
Yeah, it's called long COVID.
Over here anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, we call it long COVID.
Basically.
I literally burnt my back, didn't I? Because I was using like a heater on my back, and I literally burnt all my back from using the heater because it was just the only thing that was sort of easing the pain. It was awful. Have you tried? Sorry, couldn't get my breath then. Have you tried burning an orange on the stove and drinking it, CJ? Apparently that works for the taste. Well, basically, you put an orange, you grip an orange with like tongs, and you burn it, and then you put the juice in a cup and you drink it. That's supposed to help. Selfie Queen says, I'm a smoker too, and it does make it worse. Yeah, it did for me too. I'm not gonna lie. Your lungs are already damaged from smoking, you know. I've never been that sick in my life. I was stuck in bed for weeks. Guess that's how pneumonia sets it in. I had a nebulizer and but I can't say that, sorry. I swear it saved my life.
Basically,
God. Yeah, it's so bad. My goodness. I don't get sick. I just I can't say that. My bones deteriorate. I can't say no. Oh, it could be deteriorate. Yeah, it does deteriorate. Yeah. Yes, Joanne inhaling orange, right? Yeah, I've seen. I know it was a TikTok, so I will admit it was a TikTok that I seen, but they were saying that it worked.
One of those African juju things.
Yeah. Breathing treatments every 3 hours saved us. I'm so sorry, CJ. I didn't realize that you were all so sick. But I said the same, like, if that's because when I had it, we didn't have tests up here. And I said, and it was only later on that I found out it was COVID, or they've put it was COVID on my medical records. They said COVID and pneumonia, but I said, if that's just a flu, I've never had the flu before. Because if that was just the flu, like I got rushed into hospital twice by ambulance because my oxygen levels dropped to really dangerous levels. It was awful. So I understand, and you was probably way worse than me by the sounds of it. So I understand a little bit, but obviously you were way, way worse.
Everyone.
That variant, yeah. And it's awful as well that you had the kids, you know, like with the kids with it as well. Like it's just, oh God.
Especially if she was worse, like,
And she was way worse than me, yeah. And I felt
no,
like I couldn't
I think she
friggin',
was worse
yeah.
than the kids as well, so.
I couldn't even move. So, and it sounds way worse. So, but at least I didn't have to have kids to look after. So I get it. I could just like go to bed and I was just on the chair or on the sofa and sleeping, and but then you go to sleep and you wake up because you can't breathe, and then you're tired, which makes emphasizes everything. Do you know what I mean? When you're tired, it's the worst back pain too. Pneumonia had me. That's what I was just saying, Cindy. The back pain, and I still get it now. That back pain, I still get it. The upper back pain on my left side. Yeah, it was bad, and it's still there. That burn is still there. I've like literally scarred my back because that was the only thing, was this heat pad that was helping. And never mind what drugs I took, what medication I took, the pain wasn't easing off, and the only way I could get it to ease off was using heat. And then I was I was using it too much, clearly, and I do understand that. And I've got serious burns all down my back, and it's scarred like nobody's business. I was kind of skeptic until we all got sick. I was the first week of severe flu, and 2 days and I had relief, and then 1 week of stomach virus. Oh God. CJ, I'm so sorry that you were all so poorly. Me too, Joe. I suffer with chronic back pain since the epidural years ago. It's terrible. But heat does help. But since being in my back, I don't put it on my back anymore. But I wish I could, because it does ease it. I hate to say it, but the skeptic, the skeptic are the ones that get sick. Yeah, I do. I'm really cautious though. I do. I wear my mask. I keep away from people. No taste, can't smell, headache, constant and chills, waiting for results, but the same symptoms as last year. Oh, allegedly. I'm sorry, babe. Please try and like just rest as much as you can. I know you work a lot, but keep your fluids up. Hey, we have the antibodies now, so there's that, right? I did do the injections. I did the jabs. I was so 50-50 on them for the longest time. Like one day I would have them, the next day I'd be like, no, I'm not having them. But I did have the injections. I did have the jab. Yeah, the AstraZeneca was the best one that we found, or we found that was going to work for us. So we had the AstraZeneca. We're just going to keep praying for allegedly and Joanna and CJ and everyone who's been poorly. We are here.
Fair,
I'm extremely paranoid now because we can still get it again. Exactly. I wish more people who got sick had more access to nebulizers. We ended up buying my mum a nebulizer, CJ, because we found the one that got from the doctor wasn't that great, and the one we bought was only tiny, like the machine was little, but oh my God, it works so good, didn't it?
From Boots.
It was a Boots one, yeah.
No, Lloyd Pharmacy.
Oh yeah, no, it was Lloyd.
Lloyd Pharmacy.
Yeah, Lloyd's Pharmacy. Yeah, you know, you're right. It's
it actually wasn't very expensive.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was, I think it's about £30, something like that. And we ended up buying one because, like, just feel better. Allegedly, we love you and we hope you feel better soon. And just rest as much as you can and keep your fluids up. even though I know you can't taste, you just try and just keep up as much as you can, you know? Especially with the new variant going around, and you could just see how like CJ's been so poorly in her family. Joe, is you have one, keep it and get the I can't albuterol for the machine. That's the ibuprofen. It was freaking miracle. Yeah, I don't mind buying things like that. I really don't, because it is like they are super good when you need them, and when you're sick, they are, especially I got asthma anyway. And I agree with CJ, they are absolutely a lifesaver. They really are. But that's something like if you're struggling with your breathing, allegedly, you could literally think about, oh yeah, CJ just said it. Do you have a nebulizer? They're not that expensive. They're the basic ones, and the basic ones do exactly the same as the large one. Albuterol. Yeah, I think that is actually. I can't say it still, even though like Lindsay's helping, I still can't say it. They are so good. They are really good. I think that is the one Mum had actually. No, so looking at the my mum used to have a nebulizer all the time because of her only having one lung. My mum had TB when she was I was about, I think she was about 20, maybe 30. No, she was 30, coming up to 30 when she had TB and albuterol. 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 Did I say that right? Joe, I feel so bad because tomorrow my baby turns 17 and he refuses to go out because he's scared to get sick. Oh, I don't blame him. I get it. No? Oh.
Unfortunately, we live in a world where we need to carry on.
Albuterol. All.
It is.
That's.
I can't.
Oh, he hasn't got his glasses on. I don't know. On Sunday, the DEA approved the third vaccine of Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson. Johnson & Johnson scares me. I'm not going to lie. It does. It scares me. Albuterol. I said it right. Yay. Yeah, it is the same stuff that Mum had. The Johnson & Johnson one scares me. I've read so many like ones and that does scare me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
The thing is they're all kind of.
Well, they all got their good and bad, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? But out of all of them, the Johnson & Johnson did scare me the most. I'm not going to lie. I was like, no. I was a little scared.
We're a bit biased with AstraZeneca because of the fact that the Oxford University and we had like British involvement in the beginning. So we would have been biased, but the media would have made us even more biased. So your
baby's growing up self-equate. I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Did you have any issues, Cindy? Albuterol.
I'm not sure.
Albuterol.
You can actually go out and buy that over here.
No, we can get a prescription though.
No, you can.
The smell and taste is severe cases may take a full year. Oh my God. And it's kind of like the brain damages sensors and oh wow, I didn't know it could take that long. Oh my goodness. Yeah, tell him we all wish him happy birthday, Cindy, and hope he has an amazing day.
I'll go up and blow his tank up.
17. That's a year, right? No, Joe, I was just sore throat and achy, but nothing major, thank God, right? Oh, that's scary though, a year. Like, can you imagine? I still suffer with my lung, and that's been well over a year now, like 18 months. But that's the only lasting thing, really, and the fatigue, I suppose.
And memory aspect.
Yeah, I do. But my memory was pretty bad anyway, so it's hard to say.
Better, but then it went down
yeah.
again, so it's like,
I woke up and you're alive and you made my day start so nice. And all of you, thank you. Oh, thanks, babe. We love you. Liz, she just woke up and she was like, oh, Joe's live. So it's been like chilling in here. Do you know I've been going nearly 2 hours? Like I moan at people going for so long and there's me going 2 hours.
Yeah, but if you're there chatting,
we just chatted. The smell annoys me most. I didn't realize how much I realized. You do, like, yeah. 80% smell. Yeah, you do. You rely on it. It's like she was saying that with like cooking and cleaning.
Yeah, it makes a hell of a difference.
It does make a hell of a difference. You don't realize. Have the kids still lost? Have their kids lost their sense of smell and taste, CJ, or is that just you? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, obviously.
No, you
I burnt several frozen pizzas. That would be me. That would be me. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be me. It's the tasting thing that would be awful. That would drive me nuts. Only Ella. That's crazy, isn't it? And it could take a year.
Can you sense a smell in the air and just don't know what it is, or is there just nothing?
There's nothing. She's got nothing.
But something like smoke, you'd think you would notice through other means, not just.
Well, that's why she burnt pizzas. She was waiting until the smoke was piling out. Like shit, pizzas. To be fair, I burn pizzas just generally, so I can't even laugh at you because just
like
yeah, he does like burnt pizza. That's just I can't believe it's going to be a year.
I prefer burnt cheese.
I forgot about it. My dad couldn't taste or smell for 6 weeks. It was so annoying. Oh my god, I can't believe it can take up to a year to get your sense of smell and stuff back. I can't smell the bird. It was funny though. I'm the worst for burning pizza, so I can't even laugh at you. Like it was, I'm terrible.
Who was it who always used to be able to burn?
Donna.
Donna.
Every pizza. It was just ridiculous. Everyone's saying hi, girl.
Hello.
I set alarm on my phone, as I do. Thankfully, I have a great sense of smell. I burn pizzas every day. And you're a New Yorker. That would be against the law, girl. Yeah, that's against the law to be a New Yorker and burn pizza.
Then they still have the stops for that.
Yeah, like she'd be arrested. Be like selfie queens being arrested. Why? Because she burned a pizza.
Oh, where do they have the thing come down? Central Square?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I can't
something like that. Anyway, there they'll put a big stop cut there, and everyone will throw like gone off pizzas there.
Yeah, she'll be hung, drawn, and quartered. Like you're a New Yorker. How dare you burn a pizza?
Surely it's in the school curriculum.
Yeah, you must not burn a pizza. This is how we cook pizzas. You must not burn it. Otherwise, you're going to be hung, drawn, and quartered in Times Square. Times Square. Mum, you burned the pizza again, right? Yeah, you need an alarm on your phone. That's what you need, CJ. You need to start setting alarms on your phone, like Lynn's just said.
Yeah, but they still burn. The times don't work.
Yeah. Honestly, frozen pizza is very easy to burn. It really is. Like, I'm not joking. Set an alarm on your phone, people. I always do it for everything. And we're back on food. Of course, we're back on food. This is us.
Just tell Alexa to tell you when it's ready.
Yeah, we always back on bloody food in this chat. We don't do drama, but you can guarantee we do food.
Well, no, because it is drama. We're talking about the lack of ability to make food.
Yeah.
The drama.
The drama that revolves around pizza.
The frozen pizza.
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate.
I get easily distracted a lot. Same. I love food. We do. We always end up with food in here. I swear.
Because none of us can actually make what we want.
Mm-hmm. Like literally.
And refuse to.
And everyone keeps telling me that I need to try tacos, but I still haven't freaking tried. I've got all the bits to try it. I still haven't done it. No, I bought new boats not long ago. I did the cupboard.
You say not.
I did the cupboard.
I know we probably didn't have that long left on.
Oh, it is. There was only one thing that didn't have that long left on it, and that was the tomatoes. And it was only because it was like December, and I was like, I'll leave it. Everything else that was even close, I got rid of. Pizzagate here in New York is a crime, is it? Oh my God. Pizzagate. Everyone's gonna be like talking about Pizzagate. That's gonna be the new drama. Wouldn't that be better than all the drama that's going on? Can we just have a Pizzagate drama?
Well, no, you could start Pizzagate drama by saying adding pineapple for pizza. Yes or no?
Yeah. But lots of people actually like pineapple on a pizza. Stu likes pineapple on a pizza. I'm really funny about pizza, what I have on there. If I make my own, I would put more on there, like red peppers. But if I buy a pizza, then it's more like
I just like the bread.
Plain. He doesn't have tomato on his pizza. You can hate him now, Cindy. Tell him he'll never cope in New York. He doesn't have the tomato base. Right, Joe, I love your lives and chat. Drama-free zone, definitely a drama-free zone.
What a drama about food.
Right, Patty? I don't know what all the drama is going on. I'm so obviously too Patty-ness. It's so peaceful, right? I can't even keep up. Honest to God, I'm saying this before you came in, CJ. I cannot keep up. Like, I try and watch these drama streams, and there's one stream, right, I've been wanting to watch, and this stream is only like 90 minutes long, and I still haven't got through it 4 weeks later. Like, it's terrible. I keep either falling asleep to it or turning it off. I'm like, you're boring me now. I'm going to sleep. I've been watching SS Sniper Wolf. She's funny as fuck. She's hilarious. She's got like fucking 300 million or something equally stupid. I don't think it's that. I think it's more like 6 million. But she's got lots of what's it called? Subs. But she's funny. She's really funny. I had to leave the community altogether. It wasn't fun anymore. I came to YouTube to have fun. Amen. I'm over all the drama. Seriously, it's draining and not entertaining. It's really not. It's really not. And it's taxing. It's taxing on your body. Like, it really is taxing, and was bad for my mental health. That's the exact reason I got out to CJ, was my mental health was suffering so badly that I couldn't do it anymore. And yes, it meant I lost a lot of subs. I lost a lot of support and all of that kind of thing. But I was saying earlier to Sherry, you know, I would rather have a few subs in here and we can have a little laugh and just be drama free than go back to having 100, 150 subs and making money any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Like, honest to God, and twice on Sundays.
Everyone would act like that and having a laugh.
But yeah, I just don't. People want to watch that. They want the train wreck, you know, and I cannot do it anymore. I did it for 18 months, a year, 18 months, and it was taxing, and especially when it turns onto you and you have everyone coming at you. It's so, you realize real quick how nasty, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. When one person goes low, the person fighting them has no choice to either give up or go low.
Yeah. Especially when it's somebody that's quite popular on YouTube comes after you, because it's just, you've not just got that person like this. Subs want to be like great and be like, oh my God, I want to go after her as well because I want to be in their good books. And it's not fun. It's not fun. It's better to have genuine subs who are here for you and tons of subs just watching for the drama and madness. Now I pass. Exactly, Cindy. I 100% agree. Yeah. I just don't care anymore. That's the thing. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to argue with people. If people got something to say about me, I really don't care. Like, yeah. Probably true. Yeah. Sure, the train wreck is entertaining, but only for a bit. 2 years later, folks are doing the same shit over and over. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Exactly that, CJ. And it's the same stuff. I was saying this earlier. Like, I wouldn't care if somebody was talking about new stuff that was happened, but it's not. They're just reiterating the same crap that somebody done 2 years ago or done a year ago. And it's like, when is this going to stop? Like, when are you going to get off this freaking train? Because at this point, you just sound fucking crazy. You're still talking about things that somebody done to you and said about you 2 years ago. Give it up, man. Give it up. Like, enough. Jesus. It's insane.
Why would you give it up? Why are you still getting offended?
It's crazy. I wasn't actually on about it. I was on about her, but same principle. They both don't give it the fuck up.
It's all to do with, if you're still, you know, you remember the reason why they keep bringing all this.
It's crazy.
Like is to.
It's all for views. It's all for views. It's not genuine. Yeah, people can criticize me for valid reasons, and it's just like to envy F that. Exactly. It's just crazy. Like I said earlier, like, I don't like Steve McRae. I'm never going to like Steve McRae. I think he's an absolute idiot. But saying that, he could have had, if he had put much energy and money into a great YouTube channel, he could have been so successful. But instead, he got this complete hard-on for Katie fucking Joy and decided to just every life be about Katie and have these little girly followers. And it's like, my God, man. Get off it. Like, do whatever you need to do. Like, go and have a fucking wank, pull one off and get over it. Because you seriously need to get laid at this point. Like, you're obsessed. Sorry, that was a bit crude, but you know what I mean. Like, seriously.
Anyway, food.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ. This is craziness. It is the definition. CJ is 100% right, you know? Albert Einstein says, you know, the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and thinking the outcome's going to be different. That is the definition of insanity. It's crazy. Yeah, I think.
Anyway, somebody said.
Well, they did to 80. Oh, I saw that. That is the most disgusting thing ever. Saying something like that without proof or evidence is the most disgusting thing anyone can ever say. That's not okay. Like, and I've had some stuff said that wasn't true about me that hurt my feelings. But if somebody says something like that, it's just so disgusting. I'm not okay with that. Like, I'm really not. And I will stand up every day of the week and say that's not okay. You don't say something like that about a guy. That's below the belt. That's down to the ankles. That's not even below the belt anymore. That's just sad. Is it Albert Einstein? I think it was. It is. I can't. But this is what I was saying earlier, with people wanting to constantly go low and lower and lower and lower. Like, you know, I just like a chill chat and learn some new shit and laugh until I piss myself. Listen, girl, when we get to a certain age, pissing ourselves comes with the fucking territory and laughing, okay? I'm not a fan of AT2, but that's unacceptable. Me either. I'm not a fan of AT2. I don't like AT2, not for any particular reason. He's just not my type of person. But I'm still going to stay, and that's not okay. That's not. That's why we end up talking about food, CJ, because they all give me good ideas what I can eat. I'm suffering at the moment, CJ, with my gallbladder. So I'm trying to find all new recipes and stuff at the moment to try and like help my gallbladder. But I think I'm going to try some shakes. That's my next thing to try. Life is short. I spent a lot of time I not being happy no more. I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you at all. And like tomorrow is a close family friend's funeral tomorrow. I'm babysitting the kids. I'm not going. But he took his own life. Like, he took his own life. He's gone. He's not here anymore. He left behind, you know, a daughter, grandchildren, and an ex-wife. And, you know, he got into such a depression that he did a permanent solution for a temporary problem. And something like that is going to happen in this community if we are not careful. Like, it really is. And I know that sounds bad, but it's true. Something is going to kick some of these people in the butt, and it's going to get to a point that somebody is going to do something serious, and that scares me. People are really struggling right now. They really are. Like, they really, really are. You know, for him to leave behind a daughter who absolutely adores him, like and Ben and the kids, they all absolutely adore him. Mm-hmm. And he got into such a funk that he couldn't get out. And he did a permanent solution for a temporary problem. But he obviously thought he didn't have any way out. You know, he didn't feel like he could. It was a little problem or it was a temporary problem. He obviously thought it was something that was severe enough that he had to do that, and he succeeded. And now tomorrow he's going to be, you know, it's his final resting place. And it's just sad. And I know that Ree is like absolutely brokenhearted over it, you know. It's sad. It's really sad. I don't understand why people put unkind things out there deliberately. I don't know. And like, I know a few of you don't like Katie Joy, and I get it. It's like, that's your choice and stuff. But could you honestly have coped with all the crap that she's had over the last 2.5 years? Because I know I couldn't. Like, whether you like her or not, like, I couldn't cope getting up every day, still putting out content when everyone is so at every little thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I know that I couldn't do that personally. I think that would have tipped me over the edge, but I do suffer with my mental health. And whether you think she deserves it or not or anything, but it's a lot. Do you know what I mean? You get to a point where you realize what really matters is like an epiphany. Yeah. That's literally what happened to me. It was just, I got to the point where I didn't want to go after KJ anymore. I didn't want to be anyone's lapdog anymore. I just wanted to just talk to you guys, be just normal and not be like full of hatred. And like, CJ, you remember you were a mod back then on my channel, you know. you remember how much hate I had, and you know, in that mod chat and all that. I mean, I was just full of hatred, and it wasn't my fight. It wasn't my fight to take on. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't mine. It wasn't my argument. It wasn't my fight, but I thought I was being this martyr and protecting somebody that was lower. Do you know what I mean? Is crazy. She is, Patty. I'm not gonna take that away from her. She is one strong lady. It's the internet game of chess. Who can hurt who more is fucked up. It really is. It really is. If you can turn your ass around and can see, right? My God, yeah. Yeah, Joe, you are an asshole. It's true. No, it is true. I'm 100%, I agree with her. She's absolutely right. I was just mean. And I would do things purposely. Like, I would do things purposely to hurt people. I would say things that I knew that would piss people off. And I would do it on purpose, just because it would be like funny to me. But you can only be that person for so long unless you are actually that person. You can only pretend to be that person. Do you know what I mean? And it took a lot. It took a lot out of me. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of subscribers, and I lost a lot of people I thought were my friends and I'd speak to, and it was just awful. It was a horrible time, and I'm never ever going to go back down that road ever again. Well, to be fair, you had a lot of that hate started because of people with those screenshots thought those screenshots were real. Yeah, true. Katie does upset me sometimes, but the way she speaks to her supporters, but I'm not a hate Katie or Katie help me, Patty. I'm so grateful and I love my Patty. Yeah. Like, you know, I'm not like a huge freaking Katie supporter either. Like, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? She irritates me sometimes, but at this point, I just think she is who she is. She doesn't make any apologies for it. If you watch her, at this point, you're a fucking fan. Like, if you're watching every move she makes just to criticize her, you're a fucking fan. I hate this, but I have to go to work. Love you, Joe. Love you, Patty. Have a great day. I should be getting off. You know, I should actually be getting off. We're going over 2 hours. Like, we're so bad. I never do 2 hours. But I'm just enjoying having a little chat. It's taking my mind off Jackal. It's taking my mind off thinking about the boy. Yeah, we're just having a nice, like,
they're enjoying chatting.
Nice normal chat. The main thing is to learn from our mistakes. Yes. And I have, and I think I have, and I think I've changed. I think I've moved forward, and I don't think I do anything. I might have a little bitch here and there. Like, I'm still a freaking human. Like, you know, I still get my feelings hurt. So I might have a little bitch here and there kind of thing. But I think for the most part, I think I've changed for the better. I think I've become a better person. I don't go after anybody just for the sheer hell of it anymore. I don't say nasty things just for the sheer hell of it anymore. I think I've changed for the better. I really do. I'm kind of shooting my own horn here, but I do actually believe that. I do believe that I've changed for the better. And I got rid of all the negative threads as well that would like, what's that word? Like, antagonize me, is that the right word? Like, push me, like, and how to wind me up. Yeah. I told you, Joe, you used us to keep us mind on us and our bullshit. Give your mind a break. That's what friends are here for. Thanks, Linz. It does. Just talking to you guys just takes my mind off it a little bit. Yeah. And I'm happy with what I'm doing now. I'm happy. Is it content? No. But it's how I want to do. I want to run this one. I want to run this channel just by us all chatting, like, you know. I definitely, what is that? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. That's crazy. I definitely have my moments, mainly because my bipolar, but I know myself and I know what will get me out of character, so I avoid the situation. Exactly. I'm okay with the person I am. Like, I don't think I'm hateful. I don't think I'm mean. I don't think I do things to hurt people's feelings. I got a very, very close circle that I talk to on a like inbox. I don't talk to people on an inbox anymore just because I'm so fearful of it. I talk to a very few people like in Messenger just because I am fearful. I'm not gonna change that for a little while. So I'm very careful who I talk to on inbox. I tend not to talk to people on inbox. I'm not gonna lie. I'll toot your horn, you did change, and now we will be friends forever. To be fair, I know exactly how to wind Joe up so much better now. Me and Joe waved our white flags, right? I just don't want to fight with anybody. I really don't. There's people I don't like in the community, so I just don't watch them. I don't talk to them. It's just easier that way. I keep myself in my safe bubble. Yes, that's exactly. And I have to think about my mental health. It's an issue for me. I'm aware it's my issue. I know that I'm probably going to be on medicine for it for the rest of my life, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to put myself in a situation that is going to bring me back up. Like, the only situation I've had in the last, like, what, 6 months, 8 months, a year, is my little thing with Real. It got sorted, it was done, and that I did lose my temper on that. I really did. That took me completely back, and I was like Joe 2019. I lost my shit. But like, that was because he said something about my kid and adoption and abuse, and I lost my shit, and I will completely own that. And we quashed all that, and I'm good now. Like, I'm good. People were antagonizing. Yeah, exactly. It is people were and especially early on, and like, they would show me things and be like, oh my God, look at this. How gross is this? Oh my God, you should talk about this. And then I would get myself all worked up thinking, oh my God, like, and then I would go off on one online about it. And I'm the one, it's my channel, so I'm the one that sat here looking like a twat afterwards. I'm just not interested. I'm really not. I'm not interested in Eddie Wood's bullshit. I'll fight my own battles, and I don't need anyone to fight my battles for me. If I got something to say, I will 100% go and say it. I don't want to be in line or associated with anybody. I'm in my own little corner here of YouTube with my little few friends who come in and talk to me, and will sit and have a good old chat with me. You know what I mean? Exactly that. Yeah, we had to. It was too much. It's just too much. Life is hard enough, 100%. And like, everyone got stuff going on, COVID had such an impact on everyone's life, whether it was, physically, emotionally, or financially. It had an impact on our life. We didn't have no work for the longest time. Thank God that I am a stockpiler, so we didn't run out of anything as such. We did pretty well. Mm-hmm. So I thank God that I am a stockpiler, and we were helping other people out as well, which was great. Oh my God, it was so good. I'm like, people laughed at my stockpiles. They don't laugh anymore. So they always used to laugh. Everybody be like, oh my God, if anybody runs out of something, just go to Joe. Joe's always got it. And they'd laugh at me stockpiling. And then when we had the lockdown, everyone was running out of things, and they were coming like here to like the frigging shop. YouTube has escaped from me, and I truly just want to laugh and chill. I'm 100%. I will have your back, and I haven't changed. I stuck up for my people, and that's how I was, and I was raised. Yeah. And YouTube should be fun. It shouldn't be like worrying about if somebody's going to find out where you live and put your details out. Like, no, let's stop that. Let's just stop all that. And let's stop using like emergency services as well. Let's just stop using police, CPS. It's not okay. It's really not. These people got enough on their plates during this COVID. And guys, like, calling CPS, there's people out there that are really hurting their children, like really, really hurting their children. There's kids out there that are not being fed. CPS need to deal with them, not you guys, but other guys' petty fucking squabbles. And it is petty squabbles. I got the shakes. Okay. No, this real life shit is just bullshit. This is sick. I'm not with it. I never would, never have. Nope, same. It's not. It's like, there's really people being like hurt out there, it really is. There's people out there that's being hurt. There's children out there that are being hurt because they weren't in school, and that's, for some kids, going to school is their escape. That's the only time they get to escape whatever situation they're in at home. And it's not just in America, it's not just in the US, it's worldwide. And COVID have hit worldwide. It's not just a US problem, it's not just a UK problem or an African problem, it's a worldwide problem. And a lot of these children, like even if it was an escape to school, a lot of these children, especially in the UK, that's how they was having that square meal a day. That's how they were having their hot meal a day. And a lot of parents were struggling to feed their children during the time of lockdown because they weren't used to it. Did you see the 3 abandoned boys in Texas? They're 9. Oh my God, 9 years old. His brother was also in the house. Oh my God. Nope, I didn't. See what I mean? No, about that's a prime example there, CJ, about it. Do you know what I mean? Social services got so much going on. These babies were abandoned in an apartment with that 9-year-old. Oh my God. That's just awful. That's just absolutely disgusting. Poor babies. That's going to scar them for life. That is literally going to scar them for life. That's so sad. Oh my goodness. I didn't even hear about that. I'm going to have a read up on that when I get off here. And cops didn't arrest. What? Oh, are you kidding me? No. No. That's just awful. Like, I can't even. They questioned them yesterday or today and released the mother and boyfriend.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not going
I hope some arrests come because they need to go to freaking jail. Like, they need to go to jail. This channel, Ikmendel or something like that is covering it. I'll have a look. Thanks. Let me put that up so other people can see it. I'll have a look at that now. Unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. Like, holy moly. I just don't get it. How can, like, I get like adults going at it. I do. We get pissed off, we lay hands. That's just what we do sometimes, But I don't understand how anybody can hurt a child or an animal. I don't get it. Like, I don't. I found the channel because I'm obsessed with the Gabby Petito case. I didn't cover that just because everyone else was, and I thought they could do a way better job than I could. I'm just going to have to go and watch it. I'm definitely going to have to go and watch it. But I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to get off because I'm going to go and eat, and it's already 7 o'clock. Yeah. I appreciate you all coming to chat with me. I really do. And it's really helped me get my head straight a little bit and not think about Jack for a little minute. And I really, 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 really appreciate you all coming and just having a little old chat with little old me. Yep, for sure. I'm going to go and check that channel. I'm going to go and have a look now and find it. Oh my goodness, that's just crazy. So I'm just going to get off. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you've come and just chilled out with me. Thank you. And I shall speak to you all soon. Bye, guys.